Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Mad Reviews. Today, Mad Reviews Modern Wisdom Grow Deep, Rise Strong. This is a channel I came across on Discord. They are a motivational type of content. And some of their stuff is powerful. Let me tell you, it really, there's definitely something in here, no matter what you're feeling at the time, they have a video for it, and it kind of lift you up. And that was the whole point of it, is to lift you up and get you out and, doing stuff and, where you're not worrying about the other things going on. But let me go in here first and check out, if I can click it. It says, welcome to Modern Wisdom, daily motivation, self-improvement, and personal growth. Modern Wisdom, Grow Deep, Rise Strong is a quiet space for a thoughtful mind seeking wisdom, gratitude, and growth. Here you'll discover inspiring life lessons, daily motivation, and reflections designed for authentic living. And they go into it a little bit more, but let's get back down in here, because there's something I want to watch. One of these, and I want to watch it pretty much all the way through. Let's see, they joined in June of 2025, so not that long ago. They have 408 subscribers, 225 videos with 71,000 views. Not too shabby. But if you go into videos here and you look through, they have like a little bit of everything. Like I said, how to get motivated and stay motivated every day, the most critical skill to transform your life, discipline and deliberate practice, parental abuse, a true trauma story of childhood loneliness. Okay, so they get into some of that stuff as well. It kind of makes you know that you're not alone out there. No matter what you're going through, you're not alone. There's other people dealing with the same stuff that you're dealing with. This is conditional love, unconditional love, a child's story of inner healing. Let's get in here and listen to this real quick.
The price of perfection. Some children grow up never taking love for granted. They have to earn every smile, stretch themselves just to hold on to a parent's embrace. Love, which should flow endlessly, becomes a reward that can be given and taken away. In that world, happiness feels fragile, bright one day, cold and silent the next, and deep inside, the child learns a harsh rule. To be loved, I must meet the conditions. This was the invisible shadow that shaped Ethan's childhood. Ethan's story. That day in math class, the room buzzed as the teacher began handing back test papers. Ethan sat in the second row, heart pounding so hard it drowned out the noise around him. His palms were damp, his breath shallow. In his head echoed the familiar warning, don't let your parents down. When the paper landed on his desk, the number 100 blazed in red. Relief rushed through his chest like a burst of light. He gripped the paper tight. It felt like a ticket into love. That afternoon, the little house came alive. His mom wrapped him in a warm hug, her apron smelling of onions and steam. Her eyes sparkled with pride. His dad clapped him on the shoulder, laughing loud and proud. Dinner was a celebration. His mom served him the best cut of fish. His dad cracked jokes. The room filled with joy. Sitting at the center of it all, Ethan felt like the spotlight was on him. And deep down a thought whispered, as long as I'm perfect, I'll be loved. But a few weeks later, one careless mistake dropped his score to a 70. When he saw the number, his face flushed hot, his hands shook, his throat went dry. Each step out of class felt heavier, a voice inside breaking. Tonight, there won't be any smiles. That night, the dinner table was silent. His dad ate quickly, eyes lowered. His mom didn't scold him, but her sigh cut deeper than words. Ethan stared down at his plate, forcing each bite past the lump in his throat. Inside, he wanted to cry out, please, just look at me. Please, say something. But the silence swallowed everything whole. Later that night, he locked his bedroom door. He pulled the paper from his bag. stared at the number 70 as if it were a sentence. Tears welled. His body curled tight around his pillow. He cried, not because of the grade, but because love had vanished as quickly as it had come. And in that darkness, a belief carved itself into his heart. If I'm not perfect, no one will stay. Conditional love leaves invisible scars. It teaches a child that their worth exists only when they meet expectations. They grow up anxious, terrified of mistakes, harsh with themselves, and later, they often stumble into relationships where love is still something to be earned, never freely given. Psychologists call this conditional self-worth, a pattern that pushes people to live for approval instead of living as themselves. A child raised this way struggles to believe they deserve love in moments of weakness, drifting into depression or endless striving just to feel good enough. Unconditional love is the opposite. It is the strongest foundation a child can have. When a child knows that whether they succeed or fail, they will still be held close, still hear the words, "I'm here for you," they grow brave enough to try, to fail, to create, to trust themselves. Unconditional love is like fertile soil. A tree may bend in the wind, lose a branch or two, but its roots stay strong because it knows it is nourished. A child embraced in failure learns that mistakes are not the end, but the path to growth. A child listened to in weakness learns their feelings matter and don't need to be hidden. From that safety, they step into the world with a steady belief. I am worthy, even when I'm not perfect. And that belief becomes the root of creativity, courage, and healthy relationships. For anyone who has been fully accepted once, it becomes natural to offer that same acceptance to others. Ethan's story is a reminder. Love is not a prize to be won. It is the air a child breathes, present in every moment, even when they stumble. Because only in unconditional love can a child truly grow free and live as their authentic self.
Okay, can you relate to that story? Or do you know someone that goes through that? You know, I grew up with an unconditional love. No matter what I did, I knew that someone would be there to see me through that, you know, and that means a lot to a kid, you know, and like because of that confirmation, I grew up without the fear of telling the truth. You know, like I would always tell the truth. I never had to lie because no matter what, like if I did something wrong and my mom asked me if I did something wrong, I would tell her yes, or you know that I did it. And you know she would there would be no like beating or anything like that. It's just, you know, she would you know, let me know why it was wrong, what happened, what the consequences were. And that was a big thing. Like if you did something wrong, you had to deal with the consequences of your actions. You know, these people that raise their kids and get them off of, you know, no matter what they do, you know, they steal, they beat, they rob, they kill, whatever, and the parents try to hide that. It sends the wrong message to them, you know. But that's not part of this. But you know, it's a powerful thing. And I knew kids that did not have that unconditional love. They had the conditions, and they strive so hard to meet those conditions, and most of the time they couldn't hit it. You know, no matter what they did, they never got that love, and it's powerful. It's very powerful to do. Super powerful message. You know, because it is. It's like, you know, I don't know. I love this message. I love going through and watching these guys, and I watch them, all their videos on my other channel. This one, you know, I'll come through and I'll watch the ones that resonate with me. You know, and that's where I kind of sit on it. You know, it's like I want to be motivated that day, you know, or whatever. If I'm feeling down or a little bit under the weather, or I don't feel enough to like get going, I'll come in and I'll find a story in here where it will lift me up and get me going. I'm going to like, even though they turned off likes. So when you see something like this, it's a like with no number on it. They turn it off. I'm guessing because they don't want to see how many people like and dislike and all that. That's fine. But I'll hit a like anyway and subscribe. There we go. And yeah, this is a powerful place to come and check out, because no matter what your situation, they have something in here, or will have something in here that will help you out. So, you know, kind of lift you up, get you motivated for the day, because that's what everybody needs, you know. We don't need a bunch of angry people out there running around. We have too many of them. You know, come in, tell all of them people that, you know, all angry, you need to go in here and watch some of these videos. You will not be sorry coming over here, I guarantee you. So yeah, come over, watch the videos, give them some love, you know, comment, subscribe, like, all that stuff, and I'll see you in the next review.